There's three numbers that you need to know before we get into Saturday's Battle of I-10 between UTEP and New Mexico State. 15, 665, and 3,064. The 15 is easy. That's 15 straight losses for UTEP. Their last win was 665 days ago. That third number, though, that's how many days it's been since the Aggies won at the Sun Bowl way back on September 20th, 2008. But streaks are meant to be broken. Aggies also in search of their first win of 2018 after starting 0-4. 96th edition of the rivalry. First quarter already 7-0 Aggies. Kyle Loxley there on the keeper ties things at 7. Fast forward second quarter right before halftime. Loxley looking, gonna scramble out eventually. Sacked by Cedric Wilcox. Fumble on the play, picked up by Malik Demby, and the big fella goes 55 yards to the house. Aggies lead 17-10 at halftime. What a turn of events there. Looked like UTEP had a chance to go and to score just before halftime, but then that happens. Third quarter, same score. Loxley looking over the middle, finds Terry Junell. He might have 99 problems, but speed is not one of them. My man scampers 76 yards for the touchdown. That is the first passing touchdown of the season for the Miners, and it would tie it up at 17. Later in the third quarter, though, Josh Adkins, the redshirt freshman quarterback, starting for the first time for the Aggies, links up with Royce Caldwell, and he would turn on the Jets. 53 yards to the crib. Aggies go back in front. Let's go to the fourth quarter now, and New Mexico State driving. They're up by 4 points, 24-20. Adkins to Jonathan Booth, diving catch. That would set up a field goal. New Mexico State up 27-20 with 3 minutes to play. Fourth down, last chance for UTEP. Loxley evades the rush, looking for the first down, but pass tipped, intercepted by Austin Perkins. That, my friends, would do it. New Mexico State holds on for the 27-20 win. Again, their first win at the Sun Bowl since 2008. I was a senior in high school then. For UTEP, the losing streak rolls on. It's at 16 games now, which is not what they wanted to see out of this game. Let's hear from both coaches now.
Well, hopefully this gets us started. You know, we needed a win to get us over the hump. Our schedule was brutal, the first 3 games in particular, and we gave last week away. So this was, really a must-win for us. We needed this win. We got a week off now, and then we have Liberty at home. So hopefully we have some energy going forward. If we can improve from tonight, then we got a chance to get us another win.
Yeah, I thought we did a lot of positive things. I'm not satisfied because we lost, so I didn't coach good enough for us to win. You know what I mean? If you lose a game, it's because you didn't coach good enough to win. Okay, and so that's, you go back as a coach and you say, okay, what can I do better to help us win a football game? And that's what competitors and champions do.
The Aggies finally with some momentum, 1-4 as they enter that bye week that Coach Martin talked about. Again, Liberty at home on October 6th. Meanwhile, UTEP 0-4. They'll take that 16-game losing streak on the road next Saturday to the Alamo City to play UT San Antonio. And KTSM Sports Director Andy Morgan was on the call tonight on ESPN3. Andy, the streak rolls on for the Miners, but hey, got to give kudos to New Mexico State for answering the bell every single time.
That's right, Colin, and you had all the ingredients that you needed to add to the rich history and tradition in the Battle of I-10. You had some bad blood. It was a close game, and there was definitely some drama there at the end as New Mexico State holds on to beat UTEP 27-20 to capture their first back-to-back wins in this series for the first time since 2007 and 2008. It was a game both teams had to have, but New Mexico State, the Aggies did just enough in this game. It wasn't pretty, but they did just enough in this game to get the win. So let's start with the Aggies. They started a redshirt freshman at quarterback in Josh Adkins. It was his first collegiate start, and while he didn't necessarily light it up, he made plays when it mattered most for New Mexico State. The tough part of NMSU's schedule that Doug Martin, you just heard him say and allude to, it's over. We'll see if the Aggies can string something together, maybe get back to a bowl game. Still going to be an uphill battle at 1-4. Now, as for UTEP, this was a classic case of this team not knowing how to win. When you've dropped 16 straight games like the Miners have, it takes time learning how to win, and despite outplaying NMSU statistically tonight, it's just another loss on the schedule. Now, up in the broadcast booth, what I was most impressed with was the fight from both of these teams. You had New Mexico State and UTEP. Both of these programs, you know how much this rivalry means. you got to know that each head coach, they're coming away encouraged, even Dana Dimmel in a losing effort for UTEP. New Mexico State, they got the bye week. UTEP will travel to San Antonio in a matchup with UTSA, another winnable game. We'll see if UTEP can finally snap that losing streak. We're live at the Sun Bowl Stadium. I'm Andy Morgan, News Channel 9 Sports.